The European Union confirmed information that Iran supplied short-range ballistic missiles to Russia. This statement was made after the Kremlin refused to directly deny the allegations and confirmed its cooperation with Tehran. Earlier evidence that the first batch of Iranian ballistic missiles had already arrived in Russia had been reported by the Wall Street Journal, citing anonymous sources. Brussels announced a quick response to Iran's actions.
EU has credible information from allies on the delivery of Iranian ballistic missiles to Russia. The EU leaders' unanimous position has always been clear. The European Union will respond swiftly and in coordination with international partners, including with new and significant restrictive measures against Iran. Peter Stano, Speaker of the EU External Action Service.
Iran itself has traditionally denied supplying new types of weapons to Russia. This was also the case before, when Tehran tried to deny the delivery of Shahed-type kamikaze drones. Iran said that reports by insiders, media, and officials of Western countries about ballistic deliveries are informational attacks. Relevant statements were made by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Islamic Republic and Iran's mission to the UN. Only one Iranian MP has confessed.
We sell weapons and receive dollars. We circumvent sanctions through our partnership with Russia. We import soybeans, corn, and other goods from Russia. Part of the barter involves sending missiles, and another part involves sending military drones to Russia. Ahmad Bakhshayesh Ardestani, a member of the Iranian Parliament's National Security and Foreign Policy Committee, in an interview with Deepening Iran.
The transfer of ballistic missiles to Russia would mean a dramatic escalation. The U.S. State Department said that Washington is very concerned about Iranian missile exports and is preparing a response to such actions by Tehran.
We're, of course, incredibly alarmed by these reports. Any transfer of Iranian ballistic missiles to Russia would represent a dramatic escalation in Iran's support for Russia's war of aggression against Ukraine. We have been clear, our partners throughout the G7 and the NATO summits have been clear that we're prepared to deliver significant consequences.
At the same time, Patel noted that the U.S. position on strikes deep into Russian territory with U.S. weapons remains unchanged. The Ukrainian Defense Forces can still use ATACMS and long-range weapons provided by the United States only in the border areas of the Federation, which means that there is no possibility of hitting the warehouses where the Russians are likely to store Iranian ballistics. Speaking of serious steps to contain Tehran, the State Department is apparently referring to sanctions. But given Iran's long experience of adapting to life under economic restrictions, the effectiveness of new ones is doubtful.
All those measures that could theoretically be applied, a complete embargo on key export goods, extending the ban on the export of certain goods such as materials used for the manufacture of military technical products, a ban on international financial transactions, this is also a debatable issue, targeted sanctions, expanding the list of prohibited individuals, individual sanctions against certain specific Iranian companies, and so on. These are all measures that are likely to be ineffective, and Iran will be able to find a way out of them.
Both Moscow and Tehran benefit from mutual cooperation, as it is not easy to find allies for rock states. We can try to minimize their supplies of military equipment by offering Iran more favorable terms, analysts say.
We need to consult probably with the United States of America, because maybe we should use a carrot rather than a stick, and the only country that can apply this kind of carrot is the United States. This is a complex situation that has to take into account Israeli-American relations. I mean discussions about easing sanctions pressure on Iran in exchange for a reduction in military technical cooperation with Russia.
According to the Western mass media, Russia has received up to 200 short-range missiles. According to military experts, they may become a challenge for the Ukrainian air defense. Ballistics are a more difficult target for air defense systems, mainly because of their hypersonic speed. Reported by Anastasia Tarnavska, Valeria Nekopelova, UATV News.